We got to stop these people from calling.
Oh well. Oh well.
Well, I'm trying to find the new live so I can get on the chat, guys. It's not letting me.
Well, I just started it. It's gonna take a couple of minutes. Just give it a second. Oh. See, this is why we need to do it on your phone.
Because nobody calls me. Oh, don't remember. Just remember, I'm on call for work, so I could very easily get a call tonight.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about being. It's still showing 0 in.
Yeah. Well, it's probably just now starting up. But the grandkids were over.
I
They
have to
were
retell the story.
outside having fun.
Okay,
Oh, you find us? There
I
we are.
finally did.
There we are.
Okay.
I'll tell you what.
Is it okay? I was gonna say it started circling. I was a little worried there. Hopefully nobody else will call. Although nobody else is back in here now, except me.
Oh, goodness. It's been a busy week.
Still showing 1.
Yeah.
It's just me. Oh, yeah. Monty and Michelle found us back. Sorry about that, guys. Thought we had survived the phone call. But you know how these technical issues are. I don't know what it is about the getting it. Hey, and there's Ryan. He's back. Sorry, guys. Ah,
I'll call my uncle after we get done with this. Told Robbie, I was like, we need to start using his phone, because I'm the one that's getting phone calls all the time. And he's like, well, I'm on call this weekend, so I might get a phone call. Yeah, probably will.
I've already gotten a couple of calls, so
Yeah. Oh,
yes, Monty and Michelle are familiar with technical difficulties. Pains of cell phone live. There you go. That is true. We don't have quite the fancy setup that you have, Ryan. I love your microphone. That's a nice setup you've got going there. Of course, I will say that's more stuff that has a possibility of going wrong. So, and it would for me. It's just kind of my luck.
Eeyore. That's Warnie.
Hey, Ed. Nice to have you back.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, sorry, guys. It's just. Ryan said it best. The pains of cell phone live.
Oh.
We got to do something a little different.
Everybody have a good week.
Yeah.
Mine started off fine, and then I got the stomach bug, and then I got better, and I went back to work on Friday. But whoosh, that's no joke, y'all.
Yeah. That's why I got this couch was my bed for 2 nights. I did not want to get sick. No. That's absolutely right, Ryan. That's why I didn't want to get some of the stuff in a car for a long time, because it's just another point of failure. And being a tech guy, I know. Hey, Nancy, nice to have you in.
I don't see anybody's words here.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, not good. Y'all must have got more sleep than we did. We got sleep, but we got a lot of rain, so it was just yard
Yeah,
was
well,
slushy.
they closed the schools on Friday. Nobody, they were closing down businesses and everything, and we're not gonna be at work, Friday. And Tyler's my boss and his son, they were just like, we're just gonna wait and see, which is like what we used to do, when we were kids. It's just wait and see. And then that day we saw it wasn't that bad.
Nope.
And went on into work.
The-
It was a medium kind of day, it wasn't fast like seeing a whole bunch of people in the office. But it was pretty steady, but we got lunch.
There you go.
Got lunch.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Was it Tuesday we didn't get lunch? No, Monday. Monday, no lunch. We worked through lunch. The doctor's wife, she went and got us lunch and brought it up there, and I'd take a bite and go to the room. Come back, take another bite, take a drink, go to the room. I was eating on the run, literally.
Yeah, I know. Red Dirt Rooster Road said they got 6 inches of snow in there. I know a lot of you guys in
Pretty
Oklahoma got a lot of snow. And then, of course, people north of us. That's the thing about being in South Arkansas. We're good about not getting what everybody else gets. And if we really get it, it's usually ice. But we were fortunate. I mean, the trees were covered in ice, but they've really done a lot of work
On the trees, yeah.
on cutting limbs and even cutting trees and such in town and out of town.
Pine tree limbs were still just kind of bloop, drooping everywhere.
Yeah,
They were
we
getting
got
a
a
little
couple
heavy.
of cedar trees back there, and if you'll see on my video tomorrow, that poor cedar tree it didn't look like it felt very good.
Like me, Wednesday morning. Oh, gosh.
Oh gosh, Randy said said it's going to be 63 on Friday and 37 on Saturday.
Oh, my goodness. 60?
Hi, Noble. Nice to have you in.
Oh, that's going to be a doozy for everybody.
That's that fun. Everybody's going to get sick because it's warm and then the temperature drops.
Yeah.
Just love those kinds of times.
Yeah. One of our little granddaughters was down there with an ear infection. Bless her little heart.
Yeah, she's just about to turn 2, so she's not real sure how.
They're all fixing
how
to have a birthday.
Yeah, our grandkids all have birthdays within a month between January 25th and February 26th. All 3 of them have birthdays. So yeah, Christmas followed by birthday. So yeah, not like we have any money. Hey, Donald and Lisa.
Don't need to say that.
Please, you know we spend money on those grandkids. You know we spend a lot of money on those grandkids. Of course, I always feel like every time I go to the grocery store, I don't get that much for the 2 of us. It's mostly for Lee and the grandkids.
Yeah.
I feel like I spend the most for their.
Well, I
for
did a
them.
whole bunch of cooking this weekend, too.
I see you have Lee in the live tonight.
Is he?
Look over there to the right.
Oh, wave and say hello, Lee. I didn't have him in there. That's how we centered it. I was trying to keep him out of it.
Oh, okay.
And you said, move us back over
Well, but we
here.
were at the edge of it, so 7 days to the expo. That's I'm so ready for it.
Oh, he's still in there.
What are you doing?
There we go.
Trying to keep Lee out, and you put him right back in again.
There. It was
Okay.
leaning back. It wouldn't stay.
Okay, so we're not going to be in the center of things. You want me to move over a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ta-da.
There we
See, That
go.
works. No.
Sorry. just
Got an
trying to put 'em-
elbowed me. Oh.
Donald and Lisa said hello, Lee. Lee, Donald and Lisa from Money Pit Homestead said hello.
Hi.
Oh, it's, I told on Money Pits, I said it got up to like 55 here today. And it's going to be one of those things where it's going to get up to the upper 40s, 50s, and down in the 20s and 30s to upper 20s, of course, close to 30. And just kind of do some of that. That's not terrible, at least it warms up during the day. And that helps the animals a whole lot. That's one of those things that
And dries it out some. Oh.
we need to do that some.
Yeah.
There's a place over there right beside the goat pen. I've been putting the cattle cubes down here instead of walking to the other end. And I'm telling you guys, I sink, I don't know how far, I sink 4 or 5 inches in the ground. It's so soft over there. Yeah. I go with that. doing my video today, I always like to do my intros on the day that I edit them, and also I kind of can say what's in the video and all. I walked outside this morning, and we had what I always have heard, or I've always called a bluebird day. There was not a cloud in the sky, just this beautiful blue sky, and not a bad wind or anything. Although I could handle a little wind right now just to help dry things out.
And Donald and Lisa, thank you for the card. I appreciate that. That's very sweet and thoughtful.
Yeah, thank
I wanted
you.
to say thank you. I couldn't do it last weekend.
Yeah,
Sorry. It was just a little too much.
a little too soon.
Yeah, it's still a little hard right now, but I can at least say thank you.
And my daughter had some issues at the house, and so they ended up coming over and staying in my mother-in-law's extra room last night. And so we had the grandkids around all day today. And they had some fun. I need to get video of it. They were jumping around on the hay bales out there. I need to get that. I need to get that on video, because I mean, what do farm kids do? Farm kids play on hay bales.
Mm.
And those, if you haven't seen my videos, those are the her aunt called me one day to tell me that her mother-in-law had, which turned out to be 44 bales of hay sitting out in a field that somebody had baled, and then never came and picked them up. So she was wanting to know if I wanted them. Well, I'll always take free bales of hay, heck yeah. And so they're not, top grading or anything, but they're free. So
Yeah.
they're doing good. Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Yes, everybody, if you will, hit that thumbs up. But yeah, it's so that I put all those out to the side over here, put them up on top of the hill. I don't have anywhere to cover them, unfortunately. I wish I had a good place to put them under cover, and maybe one day we will.
Yeah.
But they're sitting over here on top of the hill so that they're not sitting down, because where they were, the last ones, two of them fell apart before I could get them, and three of them, there was no getting them. I was driving a John Deere tractor that a guy down the road was super kind enough to let me borrow. He wasn't even going to charge me anything, but I put $5 worth of diesel in it when I was done, or 5 gallons of diesel. It wasn't $5. $5 wouldn't be nothing. That wouldn't even be 2 gallons of gas. 5 gallons of diesel in it when I was done to kind of pay him back. And that tractor almost got stuck, because they were just right down at the bottom of the hill a little bit, and it was soft. And it had been a while since it had rained and all, but that's just a bad spot. They shouldn't have bailed them and put them right there. The others that were up on top of the hill were no problem, but those, I had to leave 3 of those sitting there. But that's all right. I ended up making it home with 39 of them, so I can't complain about that.
No.
And I put one of them out just to test it out and let the cows go crazy on it. And then right before this weather came in, I put another one out there to let the cows kind of, I figured it would give them something to munch on, and they could knock it out a little bit, and it'd give them something to lay on to give them a little extra layer to protect them from the ground and from the mud and all that,
Yeah.
So, and the goats love to lay on it too. I put some hay. I don't have any straw. I just happen to have a one other, and here's a good thing, another free bale we got some square bales from a friend a while back, and so I had one left, and so I used that to put in the goat shelter. So if they wanted to go in there, but I have a feeling, even however cold it was, as long as there was no precipitation coming down, I guarantee you the goats were out there laying on that hay outside too, because they prefer to sleep outside if they can. They don't have to have cover unless it's raining. If it's raining or snowing
The
or something.
goats aren't going to get wet.
The goats don't. Now, they will for food, but that's the only reason they're going to get out and get wet.
Yeah, and then go right back into the little shelter.
As soon as they're done, right back. Well, I got video of it one night. I went out and fed, and I was doing something else. I was putting up a brush on a tree that I did so that the goats or cows, which I've seen both of the adult cows use it now, But I went out and put it, well, I fed them and it was raining. So, I said it as I was walking off. I look over in the shelter and there's Thor and all the goats sitting up there looking at me. They're like, hey, you're goofy. You're out in the rain and we're protected. So, but that's goats. They don't like the rain at all. They don't like to get wet. They like to be protected, and I don't blame them. But the cows, they could not possibly care any less. They don't care if they get wet. They don't care if they get sleeted on or snowed on or whatever. They'll just hang out. And I've learned in the time that I've watched YouTube and such that that if you see a cow standing out in the field and they have ice down the middle of their back, they're doing great, because that means that they can regulate their body temperature, and so that the ice isn't melting on them. And if it's sleeting and it's icy and their back is wet, then you may have a problem because they can't regulate their temperature well enough. And of course, all my cows were wet, but it's because it rained mostly. We got sleet, but we got so much rain that Lee went out and he took Moose out that morning. And I said, well, how is it out there? He said, slushy, wet. And it was kind of weird because you'd have a puddle of water here and a pile of sleet here. A puddle of water here and a pile of sleet.
Yeah. I noticed a couple of little projects we need to get to working on out there, but it's going to have to dry up some. Because right there at the corner of Mama's, it needs some fill dirt in there, because it's holding water.
You're talking about beside the ramp?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it definitely holds
Yeah.
water right there.
Get my garden ready for.
Yeah, I know. I was going to do that, but
I know. We got so much. I know.
well, things.
Yeah, I know what
I was
happened.
kind of planning on doing it Jan 1st, and it didn't happen. So
No.
there you go. Thank you, Noble. Yeah, if you could hit that thumbs up, that'd be appreciated. But yeah, we got a lot of things going on now. If you watch the video that I got coming out tomorrow, I did a little something yesterday that I had planned on doing way back January 1st. I've been planning on doing it before then, and I finally got the chance, and I didn't get all of it done, but I got part of it done at least. And I had to be careful of how I recorded it because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube.
Yeah.
But Jack kind of inspired me because I watched his live where he was at that girls' home teaching those girls how to do that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we need to. There's a spot out here behind the house that Sonia wants me to
clear because it's sloped, and I want to put my medicinal garden out there, and I can stick my potatoes and sweet potatoes out there, and then but that's he can get it cleared for us, and my mom and I can get out there and get it ready and get it prepped, and then rolling a big bale of hay out there to keep the grass tapped down, weeds and stuff. And then
since we have lots of hay now.
Well, I had bought 2 bales of hay previously, to do that with. So.
But I'm gonna trade her some of this hay for that hay because that's a little bit better hay that she bought.
It's newer.
It's newer, yeah. So I'm gonna trade her some of those, couple of those bales for those 2 bales. Which I'm gonna have to put out another bale for the cows. But I don't know if you guys have seen my video, but to protect the bale, I took a cattle panel and wrapped around it. Put the first one out there, it worked great. Put the second one out there, it's worked great. Except the cows have decided to stand up on it now. And I'm afraid I may not be able to put that cattle panel around the next one because I'm afraid it's gonna be so bent up that it's not going to be round enough to go around the next bale of hay. I'm hoping I can. What I did the first time is I put some clamps. I basically took some T-post clips and just bent them around to hold it shut. I just left them on there, pulled it off, and we just set it down on the next one. I'm not sure that's going to happen with it this time. They're
Tasha's
it's a little
been out
bit
there standing. I told him that. I was like, she's out there standing up on the little contraption for the hay bale, and
I got her on video doing
I
it.
don't know how you get him to stop.
You're not
Isn't gonna work.
not to a cow, no, especially not one as hard-headed as she is. For a long time, well, I told you, they got that soft spot down here beside the field there. Well, the reason that I walk outside the fence to put out cattle cubes is, I used to try to do it and just walk down and put them somewhere. That girl, she was trying to headbutt my bucket, trying to get in my way. I've taught her a lot better now, but I'm not taking a chance with that. I'm still going to do it, but now, if I'm going to feed, I've got some feed that I specifically have for her and the other two, and I will walk out there, and I've got this little feeding station that a guy from the deer camp gave me. And what I do is when I walk in, she's standing right there at the gate. She will eat a little bit of that, and then she'll come up there, or she'll just wait, and when she sees me, she'll come walking up there. But she's gotten so much better now. She'll walk and stand on the other side of that feeding station, and I'll put food in it, and she'll eat it, and she won't. She's doing good now about not trying to headbutt the bucket. She stays out of my way. So I taught her. I didn't have to be real mean to her or anything. A guy at church, he works with cows all the time, and he said, well, you just got to whack them in the nose now. I have a hard time wanting to whack her in the nose. I'll pop her on the head some, but her head's hard as a brick bat. But I got her attention. I don't really want to hit her on the nose with the bucket or anything, he said, well, I've been known to kick them in the nose, try to back them up, But he's dealing with a bunch of cows at a time, and I'm just dealing with these three at this point in time.
Yeah,
But,
they'll learn. They learn faster than dealing with a whole bunch of them.
yeah.
But you don't want to get run over, tripped up, stomped on by a cow, because that's a lot of poundage on a foot.
Now, these are Dexters, so they're not over 1,000 pounds. But I have no desire to get run over by any, not even Patty, and she's the littlest one. I don't want to get run over by any of
Well,
them.
they gotta be close. They're what, 800-900 pounds easy.
Yeah, but they're not over 1,000 at
Yeah.
least. But they probably are in
That's
the
still
800,
too much.
900, yeah.
200 be enough.
Oh yeah. And they are strong, and they're tough. So I don't want to get run over by a cow. Let's just say that. Throw it out there. I don't want to get run over by a cow.
And their skin's really tough. I remember going to a friend's house, and her daddy had us out there trying to. He was giving the cows shots, their vaccines and stuff. And he's like, "Here, just jab it in there."
Not easy to do, huh?
No. He's like, you gotta throw that arm back there and just jab it in there. And I couldn't do it. And I don't know how old I was, 12, 13, maybe 14. And, but no, he did. Wham! And vaccinate.
So have you had that happen, Ryan? He said it doesn't feel good. Well, I mean, I get stepped on by the goats all the time. I don't really want to get stepped on by the cows. And Clint does really good. He's not bad about being real aggressive towards anything. He's been really good. So
The only thing you see him aggressive with is
that's the hay bales.
the hay bales. Yes. Don't get in his way there.
Oh, gosh, no. That boy. The other day I put that one out there, and I wasn't able to really video it because it was getting dark, and I was trying to get it done and all. And what I was trying to do was I cut the string on it, and I was trying to push it back over and pull the string out from under it. Wasn't happening, because I'd push, he'd push. I'd push, he'd push. He just kept pushing it back at me. And I figured eventually he'd just push it over me if he's really wanting to, so I gave up. I hogged cattle for a while.
Yeah, you can get in some hairy situations.
Mm-hmm.
Know somebody that was on a horse, you know, and they were trying to corral some cattle, and I don't know if they were loading them up or if they were sorting. That's what they were doing. And the cow came up between her and the fence. She was right there by the fence, and the cow just squeezed in there between her and the fence, and its head hooked her foot and just jerked it out real good. And she said she heard a pop, and she's like, I know it's not good. It's not good.
I mean, and a lot of times when, if I'm worried, I'm not worried about the cows doing it on purpose. I'm just worried about them not understanding how big they are or what they're doing or anything, and doing something, you know, just because they want to get from here to there and I'm in the way, you know, or just they don't understand. I don't have. So far, we've been very lucky. The only animals we've really had that have been aggressive at times was roosters, and so, you know, it's I don't think they would do it on purpose. And even Clint, he's not. He gets crazy with the hay bales and he'll get crazy sometimes when I'm out there on the tractor. He'll go running around and all, but I don't think he's, you know.
Yeah, he's not aggressive.
No.
He's not feisty.
No.
He's pretty chill.
He's pretty chill. He's pretty good.
Yeah. We know what just kind of riles him up a little bit, so we don't do that.
Yeah.
Or don't get close to him when we do that.
Or I'm on the tractor when I do things.
Yeah. We're in southeast Arkansas, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
In the corner part.
Yeah, we're in the dead zone for getting snow for sure. Usually, if it's going to snow here, you got one of two situations. Either it's going to snow and the next day it's gone, or, you know, it's going to snow and it's going to be mainly the south that gets it, and when that happens, we know we're in trouble.
It's going to be with some ice, and then it's going to stay a week.
With the exception of snowpocalypse, you know, where it hit the whole state and stayed a week.
Yeah. That was some kind of snow. And it was so cold outside, it's hard to breathe.
Mm.
Oh.
No. I don't know. We might as well say. I mean, anybody can find out where we are. We're in the metropolis of Monticello. Matter of fact, Paxton had a shirt on the other day, said Monticello Dance Factory. But yeah, we're in the. We're actually is
Not too far from Dumas.
No, we're not, because I go fishing. We go fishing. We go through Dumas to get there. How big is Dumas?
It's smaller than us.
I was gonna say I think Dumas is actually smaller than we are.
Maybe 6, and we're almost 10,000. So it's small.
Could be Louisiana, Mississippi, or Arkansas. Hey, we're not very far from the Louisiana border. I mean, it's really, to be honest with you, if we were going to go, we wanted to go somewhere to go shopping or do something like that, it'd take us just as long to get to Little Rock as it does to get to Monroe. So,
yeah.
So it's, you know, we do what.
But we're more familiar with Little Rock, is why we
Yeah.
head that way.
So we tend to go to Little Rock more.
I know where not to go in town.
And
in Monroe, I have no idea where not to go.
And I know for sure they've improved some roads between us and Little Rock that makes the trip a little easier.
Well,
and
they
a little quicker.
improved the roads between here and Monroe too.
I'm just
really
not as
have.
familiar with that, what they've done between here and Monroe.
Sorry. Excuse me.
You okay? That's supposed to be me doing the hacking.
I know.
That's why, now I've lost it. There it is. That's why I have this, just in case.
His throat lozenges. He's
Stay out of
always
Monroe. I know. It's been a long time since I've even been to Monroe. I can't even think of the last time I went.
I guess last time I don't even know if I went into Monroe. me and Holly going to get some plants or something.
I think actually the last time I was in Monroe was when I went to that E&T,
Yeah.
because he was in Monroe.
Was he really?
I believe so.
That's
Regional trucking. Clear sky and big moon. Yeah, I walked out last night, and I went over to my mother-in-law's. I was over towards my mother-in-law's, and I was coming back on the porch, and I looked around. I was like, man, it looks like there is a light shining out here.
Yeah, full moon.
Yep.
So Allie knows why the kids are acting crazy.
Yeah, there you go. That's why that full moons are the bane of emergency departments. And I work for a hospital, so I know that is the truth.
Doctor's offices, yeah.
But ERs, because at night it gets woo.
Yeah.
At the hospital I work at, for a long time, the name badges that we had, the ER folks only had their first name, and now they've gone to the whole hospital doing it. But I mean, just because I wouldn't want to work in the ER.
Yeah.
I don't know what is. Let me see if I can see. It is. See, it's 49 here right now, Randy. But it is. I think it is supposed to get to. I think it's supposed to be below freezing tonight, but not much.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't think. I think maybe last night it was like 30.
When's our next little cold front coming through?
They're saying there's another Arctic air mass that is going to hit us somewhere around the 19th through the 22nd, which what I've seen for us is lows in the low 20s and highs in the low 30s. So, but no, they don't have any precipitation or anything. Listen, which you guys out of state probably have never heard of Todd Jacobian, but he's a weatherman. He's changed stations here in Arkansas, but he does his own thing on Facebook and such. And I really like, that is cold. I really like watching him and such. And he's been talking about this air mass, but he says at this point, the models aren't showing a lot of moisture with it as much as just cold air. Some people are saying moisture, he's saying not.
Well, and then they said sometime in February we're going to get a little bit of something here.
And it could be us getting
Again,
some.
Yeah.
Anytime they say that stuff's going to come up from the south, we know we are in trouble.
Yeah.
If it's coming from the north,
It's always ice.
it probably won't even make it to us.
Yeah.
But I know that my boss didn't go to work Friday because there was a lot more. Well, she showed pictures of her backyard, and she had something like 6 inches of snow.
Oh, gracious.
And we're talking 45 miles away. They get 6 inches of snow, we get nothing.
Well, now, when we were at work Friday, it was snowing Friday.
It did snow.
Off and on. But it was nothing on the weather, even the radar didn't show anything happening. I was like, that's snow.
Oh.
I see it.
Well, Ed's still getting some freezing rain and changing over to rain. Well, I hope it's not bad freezing rain for you, Ed.
Oh my God, I gotta stop yawning, y'all.
You already got the trash out? I put our trash out Thursday thinking, well, I hope that the trash truck is going to be able to run.
Yeah.
And then at like 5 o'clock, they hadn't run. It was after dark before they picked up the dadgum trash.
Well, it was late.
Well, I know, yeah, it was.
I mean, like 7 something.
Yeah, it was a lot later than because Sonia was over at her mom's, and then she came over here and she's like, well, the trash got picked up. And I was like, oh, thank goodness, because last I had seen it was, I mean, we're talking not being able to shut the top, but we have 2 households here, so.
Yeah, well, and then we went over there and got Uncle Pat's trash and took it to the road too for him.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, Ed, so you try to stay dry. Our driveway now is not nearly as long as at the old place. At the place we lived before, that we Well, at first they were coming up to where the house was and picking up, and then they decided, no, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to make you take it all the way down to the road. So that was a good walk to drag the trash can all the way down there. At least from here, if I walk out of the garage, I can see my trash can and see if they've picked it up or not. The good thing about it is what they typically tend to do, what's good for us, is that they start on the other side of the road and come down, and then they come back on our side of the road. So it's usually later when they do ours. So if we forget, we have a chance to make it.
Yeah, Carhartt.
The Carhartt is some good stuff.
Yeah, sturdy. It's very sturdy.
I got very tickled at a girl the other day. I was in Atwoods, and I heard her say, well, I'm looking for some Carhartt, but all they got is brown. That's pretty typical of Carhartt, isn't it? I mean, that's kind of their color, brown.
Yeah. I don't know if they do a lot of other colors.
I don't know that they do, but she said she was looking for Carhartt.
I think they might do black, but I know brown's the typical.
All right, thank you, Michelle. Michelle, gosh. Thank you, Lisa. I'm thinking off here. She's putting ads up there. Put some of the channels up there that we've got on here tonight.
Oh, yay. Thank you.
But yeah, I will explain one thing. Randy mentioned this after the live that we did last week. I told you I have two channels that are channels on YouTube that I do. I've got the Wild Huckleberry, then I've got one under my name, and what I do, that's just my watching channel. I have 0 videos, I have 0 subscribers, I have nothing on that. That is just my video watching channel. And I've actually got YouTube Premium on that. Oh, okay, cool. I also have YouTube Premium on that, so I don't have to watch any ads or anything, which is really great because my grandkids, when they're watching stuff on it, they don't have to watch ads. Because some of those ads, the other day, I cheat sometimes and I'll turn this TV here on and I'll put it on her channel, she's just got a watch channel too, and I put our videos on, and Lee said he saw one come up and a ad came up, and it said, and he said he started looking at it, and it was an 1.5-hour ad.
Really?
Yes, it was an 1.5-hour ad.
Was it a little woman doing crochet? Because that's what my mother's problem was.
Oh, your mom kept saying it was Chinese women crocheting.
Yeah, she's like, it's just popping up on my TV. Why? And no, I wasn't sitting over here changing her channel.
Although I will admit, I noticed today I have an app on my phone for the kids. One of the kids lost the remote to change the station over there, the Roku remote on the one in front of Lee over there.
Did y'all find it?
No.
Oh.
But I have an app for the Roku remote, and I connected to it and did what I needed to do. And then I noticed that one of the things on there for that Roku remote was my mother-in-law's. So I could really mess with her. I could change things.
Not.
I didn't connect to it, but you know.
Oh, being so much trouble.
If she starts fussing, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Yes.
Tell her you did it.
I agree. Premium. I tried it. They did the right thing. They hooked me. They gave 3 months free, and so I jumped on that and tried it, and I stayed with it.
Yeah. My mother would chase him with the broom.
I'm faster than her, but she might sneak up on me.
She could chuck that broom too, though. She does that with the chickens, sticking them off the porch. I've got to find something to do. I found a site that you can go on, and it's like, you get these tents, party tents or whatever that you can, well, they make the sides with a clear window that you can look out, and you can just kind of stick it to the porch and roll it up. You can roll it up when it's not necessary, when it's not needed.
Well, when is it not needed, though? The chickens are out every day.
I know. She would need it every day. At least it'd keep it a little bit warmer on the porch, too.
Mm.
A a little bit, not a whole
How would you
bunch.
get between her house and
Hey,
right there?
yeah, that's the only.
You put that rug. We've got a metal plate that goes between our two porches.
Yeah, I put that rug on there so it wouldn't ice over.
And Sonia put a rug on it, and I walked out there. I think it was this morning, and half the rug was hanging off.
Oh, I did that to
Oh,
help
okay.
it drain the water off.
I was like, "How did it get there?"
I did it. I did it.
Oh, Spud's barking at something. It's kind of like we have a camera that we can watch. So when Luna gets to barking and runs off, I'll check. Is somebody here?
Yeah, we know what's going on.
Unfortunately, the way we're set up here, we can't really see the driveway. You can see it fine from her mom's house, but you can't really see it.
Yeah, we're
from
shaped like an L, and her part faces the
the
driveway
road.
and the road,
Yeah,
and ours faces the
goat pen.
pasture out here. So,
Yep.
we just put a camera. Well, and we needed that anyways, just for monitoring and everything.
Yeah.
Um,
So we've got the camera, so if I ever question, I'll just punch it. And usually my alarm goes off and runs barking, and I look and I'm like, oh, UPS's or FedEx or something's here, or,
somebody's across the road at Uncle Pat's.
yeah. They do get excited if Pat comes outside to do something or somebody drives up over there.
Yeah, they let us know whoever's at somebody's house.
Well, she
Here-
follows suit, and Thor gets to barking. And Thor, he tends to bark at a lot of stuff. he
He alerts us quickly.
The other day I was outside and he was barking, and I looked over there and he's staring at me, and he's fussing at me. Come over here and love on me.
Oh, I got a look and a half from Thor. I guess it was yesterday or Thursday. No, it would have been yesterday. I took some food over there at Uncle Pat's, and Luna was walking me over there, and you know where she stops at a certain
yeah.
point, and she doesn't go any further. But Thor was just looking at me, put that head down. He was looking. I was like, I will come over there and say hi to you. Don't be jealous, you know. But he wasn't barking or anything. He just giving me a glare, like, you're letting her over there and not me.
He does tend to get a little jealous if you get to petting on Luna or something, because he's like, well, I can't walk over there to you, so you need to walk over here to me.
And when he told me there was a stray dog out there too.
Mm.
So I was putting Ren in a car seat this evening, and he started barking, and I was like, what are you barking at, bud? You know, and I just looked around and I saw that dog over there at my container garden, and told it to get. Thor was
Was
over
it
there
the one
just,
with the orange collar?
yeah,
I don't know where that dog's coming from.
I don't either.
That's not the neighbor's dog over
Yeah.
here. Ha! The water bowl was empty. See, Moose, when hers is empty, she starts scratching in it, and you can hear it across the whole house. Do we have anywhere that makes crackling? I don't know of anybody that does. I'd love to have some.
We have crackling here.
Do we?
Yeah, they put it in the stores.
I need to get good. I need to get a hog, and I need to do the right processing on it this time. When we do it, and do like I learned at the Okie Homesteading Expo, and use the skin.
That store south of town, past that the church.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they have. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I did
They
not know
sell
that.
it.
I have to check into that.
You want us to bring you some?
So I had some escapees in my last video. 3 of the roosters got out of the dang bro pen, and I caught 2 of them easy, but
That's for cornbread.
oh,
Yes, it is best for cornbread.
excellent. Thank you, Ed. But the last one I had trouble catching, and the first thing I thought of was, that's okay. I'll be able to very soon, because Randy's bringing me a net. Instead of trying to think about going and buying one. So I'm having trouble with those roosters getting out, but there's not as many of them to get out now. So
Mama's got a recipe for cornbread that I've been begging her to make some because that is the best cornbread you have ever had. I mean, I'd eat the whole pan.
I will admit,
I
like-
got enough soup for it right now.
I love broccoli cornbread. So
Oh, yeah. Hadn't had that. Wow.
no, I have because my boss talked about it at work, and all. So when we had our Christmas thing at work, then somebody brought broccoli cornbread.
They did.
Yep.
They had a good
That's right, you
little
got
meal.
to-
Yeah, I did.
Sonia had to come up there for something, and so she just joined in and got to eat some of the food that we all brought. No.
Yeah, it was good.
Tell them real quick about what you've been cooking, what you went crazy and cooked yesterday all day.
Oh my gosh, I made some red beans and rice. So I had some sausage in there I needed to go ahead and use up. And I was like, okay, everybody can eat on this. And I made some white beans and ham. And I made that pork roast again. And so I doled it out to everybody's house. And so Mama's got some, and Uncle Pat's got some over there. So everybody's got plenty. And I still got enough left over for us. So, and Robbie and the kids, grandkids got over there, and they wanted to start peeling some potatoes. So I showed them how to safely peel some potatoes. Nobody cut themselves, so they were great. They did an excellent job. I taught Cleo how to pull all the eyes off the potatoes to pass it down to Pax to clean the skins off the potatoes for Robbie to cut up and put in the pot to boil. So
Pax was having fun.
you have those potatoes, and then you put that pork roast on top of that, shredded pork roast on top of it, and it's so yummy.
He said he likes white lima beans and ham.
Oh yeah, those are good. We just had Great Northern beans, and I had a bag of small red beans, and I just made a whole bunch of stuff. I just cooked all day
Well,
long, made
yeah,
a
'cause-
huge mess. There was pots and pans all in the sink, and that's mostly cleaned up right now.
And then my daughter decided she was going to bring my mother-in-law some food. And she's like, have y'all already eaten? It's like, yeah.
White chicken chili.
Well, she made some white chicken chili and
Yeah.
some rolls.
Mama was happy about the chili.
Well, she was happy about the rolls and
Yes.
about that salad, too.
Yes, Allison made a salad and spinach and greens, and she had 3 bowls of that.
She kept on eating that salad.
I was
I
so
got
happy.
tickled. She sat down one time and Allison was like, you don't like the salad, do you? Uh-oh. It's still at 20% though.
Okay.
So. And unfortunately, we've got about 6 minutes.
Or if my phone dies first. We'll see which one happens.
Hopefully 20% will take longer than 6 minutes.
I don't know.
Right?
know.
If we just disappear, guys, sorry. I asked her earlier, I
We
said,
won't
is
be
it
coming
charged?
back tonight.
No, we
I might
won't,
have to go plug it in.
Because at 7, I'll be getting on to Dyer Family Farm. I'll go join in with them, and then at 8, go meet up with Monty and Michelle at Red Dirt Rooster Road.
Yes, it's almost been an hour.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, we had fun, with the live starting, and then Uncle Pat called, and it locked my phone up, and so then we had to restart another live.
Before the next one, we are going to figure out how to do
Yeah,
Do Not
I'm gonna
Disturb.
I'm gonna go
We
ahead
just-
and put a little timer on it. So Sundays, it just
Sunday-
automatically does a thing.
Sunday
on it.
is a busy night. Yes, it is. But any of you guys looking for something in the mornings, really early in the morning at 4:20, Jack does he does a live that reads a Bible. Well, he reads a chapter out of the Bible, and then from one I don't remember what book he's in right now. He started a new one in January, and then Money Pit Donald does. He'll read a verse. It's usually 1 to 3 or 4 verses every morning. Farm to Table Direct Show does live at 6 o'clock on Monday through Friday. So there's lots of things. If you want to join in early in the morning and see some Bible verses or hear some good current topics or this day in history, whatever, there's plenty of stuff to go jump on and check it out. I'll be honest with you. I will definitely be on the Farm to Table Direct show in the morning because it works perfect because I get up a little before 6, so I'll jump on there. And then, like I said, of course, you can go back and watch Jack's if you don't want to get up at 4:20. And then Donald's is always out there, and then he does a "What are you grateful for" in the afternoon. So there's a lot of good stuff going on. And if you want to go watch some sheep that really cared that it was snowing really good, go watch Red Dirt Rooster Road because, I mean, it was snowing hard and those sheep were just standing there chewing their cud and like, huh, okay.
Well, they're all nice and warm and toasty.
Yeah. But animals don't. I saw something that I found hilarious. It said, just so you know, there will be no animals living outside right now because we're not taking them inside in this during all this weather. Some people seem to think that you have to bring your animals inside. These animals are built for this weather, guys.
They've been doing that for, a few thousand years.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Thor, he would not want to come inside, but he is shedding 365 days of the year because he has so much fur.
I can dig my fingers down there and try to find his skin, and I can't get to it. So he is way thick in the coat area, and the cows
goats
get a thick coat too, and the goats.
And the goats, I get very tickled at the goats right now because they are so puffed up because they get puffy like that to hold that heat in behind the hair. And I mean, it's just, Leia is my biggest goat right now because I don't have a herd sire at the moment. Leia is big, but she is extra big right now because she is puffed up. It's so funny.
Yeah, and I don't know why they're shedding right now. We're going to have another, but I guess he's got enough. There's some coming in, and so some of it has to come out.
Luna's shedding right now. It surprised me. I was petting her yesterday, and she's shedding. Yes. Not like Thor. I mean, I'm talking about when you pet Thor, you can run your hand down, and it's like, oh, look, I can make a little dog out of this. And
the bird's going to come getting his fur and make a little
But again,
nest.
he sheds 365 days out of the year. I don't know a time when that boy does not shed. But it's just, it doesn't mean that he's got bare patches or anything. He's got some thick fur.
Yeah, and his neck is the thickest, for sure.
Yeah. He lays in the sun.
Yeah, that's
See,
what Thor. I saw him out there this afternoon, out there on the top of that hill at the driest point, and he was just laid out, getting warm.
And Luna likes to lay over here on the porch in the sun. So, yeah, with these back and forth tips. Of course, Luna has that bed that we bought her, and she loves that thing. Oh, gosh, guys, it's 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Can't believe that. Yes, we made the 6 minutes.
What's that?
Somebody's set probably the Yoda clock. It's got the timer on it.
Yoda's telling us.
Put out some more birdhouses. There you go. I'll probably buy some more birdhouses for my mother-in-law to put out. All right, guys, we got to get. I'm gonna go jump on Dyer Family Farm. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you. Hit the thumbs up, and hopefully it was Yoda. I was right. All right, guys, love you. Thank you.
Bye.
And we'll see you next Sunday.
Have a blessed week.